This is a wetland. I am in the swamps and wetlands of Australia, and it is bloody hot. And when I mean hot, I mean really hot. I mean so hot that my GoPro doesn't even like working here anymore. It turns off after about 2 minutes because it's too hot. I'm out here looking for freshwater mussels in the mud and the slime and everything you probably hate, but you might enjoy watching. So if you think that you might be interested, come along with me. Okay, well, the best part of any fieldwork is calibrating all of your various pieces of equipment, making sure they all work in their intended capacity. Some much easier than others. And I probably shouldn't be grandpa spec anymore and actually take off the film. Ha! Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And just like any good environmentalist, I discard this into the environment. This phenomenal probe measures turbidity. Turbidity is kind of a measure of the clarity and the opacity of water. Here we have very clear water. Here we have very turbid water. I want to know the clarity of that water. And we're going to calibrate it for 0 NTU. And then I rinse and repeat for all of the ones. So calibrating this, as you can see, very easy. I don't have to do a lot of work. I just have to not be an idiot, which is pretty challenging for me, you know? For the second instrument, the one I really dislike calibrating, step one is take this. I've done the critical error that I do every single time. I put sunscreen on before I take off the bloody cap. No, not again. This happens every time. Damn me. Ugh. First things first, we are going to measure dissolved oxygen. And just a little bit of water in this container. So I'm just going to lightly seal it so it can like make a nice slightly pressurized chamber, but also have some gas exchange. And that's it, and we get to go home. We're done. No, it gets so much worse. All right. Look, I lie. The whole thing is pretty simple, but it just takes time, and that's time that I never have. A little woo, and put the same thing except in a fluid that actually does something this time. The ocean water is about 10,000 SPC. You get the point. It's a measure of some science thing. I don't know. Okay, now we do the really sciencey things. Now we don't want to drink the pink cordial because that's acid. So the first thing I'm going to do, it's a bit how's it going? And what I mean is, it's like a small child that needs a lot of attention. And then you're just gonna go, it's just like you see science on the TV, pouring colorful liquids into different vials. And then I'm done. All right. We're going to collect our eDNA sample. So did you know that the bird that you just saw, the sulfur-crested cockatoo, is about 100 years? I outlive you. Well, you're only living to, what, next couple of years?
Next year, take it or leave it.
Screech that you hear. It's pretty deafening. It's rather peaceful though. Aside from the screaming. And you can imagine the first settlers in Australia rolling out their bed being like, oh, this ain't too bad, and then okay, so I'm collecting eDNA, and eDNA is to tell me what's in the waterway. And so I'm looking for freshwater mussels, and I'm also looking for carp. I'm going to take a water sample, run that through a filter, and then bring that filter to a lab. That lab will tell me if the species is here 70% of the time. And so, but the problem that I run into is I've used this bucket for other sites. I've collected eDNA from other sites. So what I do, I wash out the bucket. There's our beautiful sulfur-crested cockatoo. And I wash out the bucket in the most, well, violent way possible. I rinse and repeat. You get it?
You can go home now, mate.
No, I've only just got here. Really get all the pre-juice out of there, we'll call it. And then we have the post-juice that we analyze. Whoa, look at that. I don't even know what's going on in there. Let's get a close-up of the... It's like a million bees on like a little ball there. That's where I need to walk. Maybe instead of walking, we're gonna run. We're just gonna run through there. All right, let's go. A finer sample has never been collected. Oh, I was just really hoping I wasn't just gonna disappear just then. So now we've got our eDNA analysis machine, and we're gonna suck all of this amazing data through a pump and then give it to a lab and they can tell me what's in there. We have a filter and a filter extension, I guess. We are going to put that on the end of our tube, just like that, really simple. And then it's gonna make a really horrible noise while it pumps everything. Well, I have to do my favorite part now. Waders. Oh, it really feels like I'm in a sweaty sauna.
Oh, mate.
Alright, and away we go. Well, we are running against the clock. We have 3 days to do this before we turn into the inferno. It's gonna reach, I think, in some of the areas we're gonna go to, 48 degrees. Alright, and I'm gonna go to 30 centimeters deep, which I don't know if I'm gonna find. Someone's shooting a shotgun. I now feel slightly less safe. So now we bless our probe. Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. and we hope it travels safely.
I can see it from here. I think it'll be safe.
Well, you don't know, it could get snatched away. Okay, so in temperature, 29.57. DO percent is 98. SPC, 54.6. pH, 5.08. Oh, joy. Here comes a wall of reeds that we have to walk through. Do you know how many horseshoe lagoons there are in Victoria? Do you know how many reedy lagoons there are? People are like, you know what this lagoon has? A lot of reeds. Reedy lagoon it is. You know what this is shaped like? A horseshoe. And then the other most common thing is people just name it after themselves. Oh, I'm Richardson. My lagoon now. So now, this is Richardson's Lagoon. Oh, look at that. What was that? A fox. But more importantly, a fox with mange. Pretty debilitating. I don't remember if it's an introduced disease or not. But mange, you can always tell a fox has mange because it doesn't have that nice like silky coat. It looks scaggy and ruffled, and typically they die. What is introduced in Australia is myxomatosis, which is a virus that was introduced to combat the rabbit population because they were introduced. Alright, wish me luck. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay. Now, I hope you don't suffer from hay fever. There's I don't know if you can see this red hue across the wetland, but that's pollen. Yeah. That's from these juncus.
Yeah.
I thought it was algae for a very long period of time. Temperature, 34.32. pH is 6.42. Now, I somehow got to take a turbidity sample without capturing 400 litres of pollen. That's gross. Little area and just go. Right, coarse woody debris is present. The substrate is disgusting. I don't know if you can tell, but this is just like the worst tripping hazard zone you've ever seen. Look how many sticks there are. And these are the ones I can see. You can see them just lying under the water. Oh, imagine falling onto that. Well, headshot. Well, that made that worse. Now it's just small and hard to see. Alright, I'm here. Now I get to take a seat. Oh, well, Neil. Have fun, probe. We love you. Come here often? Right, coarse woody debris. Do you reckon it's present?
Oh, mate.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looks pretty woody to me.
Yeah, right. And substrate's fine. Algae's absent. Plants are absent. And now to give you some data.
It's your boy, barbecue lover, 7.
And we're doing the same thing I've cooked every single field trip for the past 5 months. A chicken parma. And that is 1 chicken and 1 parma. And that will conclude today's cooking segment. Okay, so to test that your barbecue is warm, you immediately put your hand straight on the barbecue. You hold it for at least 6 to 7 minutes. Snitchel time. And in this very delicate procedure, snitchel goes on. Second snitchel goes on. You would not believe this. Third snitchel goes on. And then fourth snitchel goes on. Come back for part 2, because that's when we're going to put the sauce on. So you come here often? Now for part 17 of how to make a parma. We flip them. Shooting back for part 18. So in my trial run, I have 2 replicates here. One on this side and one on this side. And my conclusion is they're exactly the same. So that says to me, welcome back. This is part 37B. So now for a parma, we add the sauce. And the sauce consists of tomato chutney, which I bought at the local supermarket. I didn't even look what type it was. It's going on our food. Tune back in for part 76. Now for the final constituent, we add cheese. Just like that, a new child has been born. Come out! Stop gatekeeping the cheese! Burns my face. Oh! Oh! I can't keep going back for another round like I'm like, oh! Like I expect something different to happen. Alright, thank you for tuning into this series. It's been a long time coming. I've been doing this for 6.5 years, but finally, we have our delicious food. Homemade, I grew the chicken myself. The cheese, that one I bought from the store. But the chicken, no, that was real. Well, it's been a long day. Good luck on your English exam. I hope you get that pay rise. Hope someone ruins your day in a video game.
Thank you so much for watching. This is actually a continuing series, so I'm going to be releasing another part for this one in maybe about a week or 2, so tune back in for that one. And in the meantime, don't punch your iPad, don't lick your monitor, and definitely definitely do subscribe, because it's very valuable. And comment and like, you know all the good stuff. Anyway, bye bye.